everyone, today we will learn about time management skills. In this video we will look at the following: importance of time management, what additional steps to follow if you are a procrastinator, what are the most efficient time management tips and strategies that successful leaders follow, and how to implement those strategies. Let's first look at importance of time management. Each one of us have only 24 hours in a day and 7 days a week. But why are leaders able to achieve more than most of us? I'm sure everyone will agree, whether you're a student or a working professional, that time management skills are extremely important in today's age and time. Even though we know the importance, many of us don't follow. Because of these reasons. Number 1, you are a procrastinator. Number 2, if you're not a procrastinator but don't know how to use your time efficiently. So let's look at the first type. You are a procrastinator. Before you go there, let's understand the reasons why people procrastinate. You are disinterested in that particular subject or task. You have less focus in general or anything. You get easily diverted by gadgets, online chatting, or playing games, or watching TV. If you are a procrastinator and you are able to accept that you are one, then you can add a few more steps to work on yourself along with the tips and strategies given in this video. They are: practice me time or meditation time as a daily habit. This will tremendously improve your focus and break free from bad habits. If you are not the meditator type, then practice journaling habit. You just have to pour your thoughts, ideas, trends, weaknesses daily on a piece of paper. This will give you clarity for your next steps, and this is a very powerful habit for many other useful benefits. If you're too lazy to even do these 2 steps listed above, you can develop a simple technique of revisiting yourself. In other words, evaluating yourself a few times a day by pausing for a minute after every 4 hours or even sooner. This will help you understand the reasons why you did not perform a certain task if you have not as planned earlier. Now, let's look at the second type. You are not a procrastinator. First of all, you are a few steps ahead of the procrastinator, so congratulations. You're already trying to be productive. You just need to learn the steps to put it in action so you can be more productive. Plan your time. A lot of us neglect planning. Some think it is a waste of time, and for a few others, it is a tedious task. Especially students don't even enter basic tasks in their planner despite the teachers reiterating for them to do so. But planning your day or a week in advance has tremendous benefits and many steps ahead towards productivity. Some points to note while you are planning your to-do list. Break down the tasks into manageable chunks. Jot down only those tasks that fit into your schedule well. Don't cram too much in a day. Allow buffer times. It could be as small as 5 minutes, but this will help you estimate your time really well. Students can create a study plan starting with the difficult subjects first and allowing most time for those. Don't ever forget to allow me time to your planner. This could be doing your most interesting thing in a day. For example, reading a book, watching a TV show for 30 minutes, or playing a board game. Follow Pareto principle or 80-20 rule. This rule is coined by Joseph M. Juran and named it after an Italian economist, Vilfredo Pareto, in 1896. This is the most powerful technique that brings results in any kind of work you do. According to this rule, 80% of your results come from just 20% of your activities. Simple yet relatable examples are: notice that you have 51 different apps on your mobile, but you use only 11 to 12 apps, which is only 20% on a daily basis. Rest are just lying there, wasting the memory space of your phone. If you are a student, you will also observe that 80% of results in tests come from understanding concepts in a certain way, but not storing too much information in your head by rote memorization. Set your goals, strategies clearly. Clearly state your goals. The goals could be as simple as lose 5 kilograms of weight by the end of the year, or score 99% on a particular entrance test, or learn a new skill within the next 3 months. Once you decide on the goals, you should brainstorm and lay out the steps, in other words, your strategy, to execute in order to achieve these goals. The more you break down on the steps clearly, the easier it gets to achieve the goals. Add priorities to the steps you jot down, priority 1, 2, 3, etc., and follow your actions accordingly. Sometimes you will encounter much more complex tasks when you are at work or working on a new initiative of your own. Then you will witness the challenges of several competing priorities. In these cases, you take a pause and look at all priority 1 items on a daily basis and see what best solutions you find to work on these high priority items. Apply 4D formula. Deal, delegate, defer, delete. It is very important and a must-do formula for all students, working professionals, executives who are working incessantly to produce some high-quality work. One person cannot ever do everything, and even if you try and willing to, this will not give full justice to the work you do. Either you have to sacrifice quality or delay the delivery, as it takes time for one person to do everything. This is why you should filter out the tasks on a plan by assigning any one D to the list of tasks. Only the mandatory tasks that cannot be performed by another team member or a colleague would go under the deal category. There are certain tasks you can delegate, defer or delete, and you should do so accordingly. Certain tasks don't make sense after a certain point, and they should definitely be deleted from the list of tasks. As you have learned some efficient tips and strategies, let's understand this with some examples. In this example, it is a simple to-do list. You notice that the tasks are very simple, they are broken down, and the estimated time is given in both hours and days. This example is much more like a study plan for a student. When you first start, it is better to start with simple to-do lists like this one, and once you master, you can move on to adding more complex tasks and preparing a comprehensive plan based on goals. Now let's move on to the next example. If you look at this example, you will notice that the goals are already listed, and the goal is prepare for launch of the website. Time estimation is 3 months. Team size is 4. Now let's understand the columns on the plan. You have main tasks and subtasks listed and assigned priorities. This plan has used 4D formula that you have learned earlier, and if you notice, there are 3 P1 tasks, which are 3 priority 1 tasks. This is when it gets challenging for you if they are all carrying the same importance. It is at this point you have to analyze and exercise judgment on which ones to be deferred, deleted or delegated, so you can tackle one at a time to offer full justice. That is why some meetings that are additional have been assigned a deleted status in this example. This plan needs to be monitored and updated on a daily basis. Nothing remains constant when the tasks are complex. It is you that has to learn to balance your work, and having a time management plan is an excellent tool. There, we learned so many powerful tips on managing time efficiently to boost productivity. Don't ever underestimate these skills, as you will reap tremendous benefits from learning and following the strategies as a student or as a corporate professional. To learn more life skills on 21st century era, subscribe to Skillioma. Skillioma, beyond curriculum.